Hey YouTube, what's up? And JT Sasuke. I'm here to bring you guys my review for Arrow, so let's jump right into this one. So the first thing I want to talk about is Oliver Queen and Damien Dark. They met at a political party, and Damien Dark went trying to persuade Oliver to let him give him some financial resources and to get him to not open up the bay. Now, what ended up happening was that didn't go so well for Damien Dark in terms of Oliver said, I'm going to open up the bay anyways, and what would happen if I said no to your assistance as well as to your offer or you telling me to not open up the bay? And he said, then you will no longer be opposed. Sounded like a threat. It was a threat, obviously, as he walked away. At the end of the episode, we actually do get Oliver Queen um, unveiling his project to open up the bay, to which Damien Dark is there. And he talks about fighting Damien Dark in the light, which is a reference to something that he was told earlier in the episode that I'm going to go to. And we obviously see Damien Dark, who's just like, okay, so this guy wants to play ball. I also feel like Damien Dark can go in the paint together that Oliver is the Green Arrow. Just a little comment about the Green Arrow. He's like the way he calls himself the Green Arrow, but the way he's handling it is kind of like he's still the Arrow. I hope they would ease in a lot of the comedy from his character a little bit more from the comics, but I digress. We're gonna move forward, and we're gonna talk about the other big plot of the story. Diggle's brother is alive, and we all know Diggle's brother was a drug lord, and Hive had got him killed in the Middle East. So to find out that he was alive was crazy, and we actually had Ray Palmer, who was supposed to be deciphering the genetic code that was scrambled off of a tooth from one of the ghosts. So what actually ended up happening is they needed somebody, and on one of their raids the ghosts attacked them. Or they didn't need somebody. They need to get a chemical compound. And on one of their raids, the ghost attacked Laurel. So Diggle came in, took him down, and told Laurel to go on ahead and said that he got this. He unmasked the person. It was his brother, and his brother got up and bailed. Um, they ended up getting into another confrontation later on, in which they ended up capturing his brother, and that's when he was able to take that file, give it to his brother, and ask him if all that was true in the file, and he was like, yes, it's all true. So it's going to be a lot of family drama. It kind of messed up because his brother technically deceived his family into believing that he was dead for the past 6 years, I believe, including his son and as well as his wife. You're also going to show that you really don't know a person. But throughout the episode, we do get Oliver trying to get Diggle to realize that you have to give your brother the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt, especially since they found out that, especially since they found out that the way Damien Dark handles and goes is that he gives them a supplement which makes them all very submissive, and it makes them very open to suggestion and basically makes them obey. Now, the best scene in the entire show, or at least in the entire episode, I mean, happened at the docks when they were spying on Damien Dark, and it was Diggle and Oliver just fighting the ghost, and it was brilliant. And my favorite part was actually when Oliver got taken out of commission for a moment, and so Diggle took an arrow, threw it at one of the ghosts, and knocked him out. And then it was stuck in his chest. Obviously, he had the bulletproof vest, so it wasn't in his chest. And then it exploded when other ghosts came to his rescue. It was just a really cool scene, and shows how Diggle knows his Oliver's arrows pretty freaking well. We also have Malcolm Merlin, who made a return this episode. I love anything with Malcolm Merlin because he's just a very interesting character. One of my favorite characters of the series, actually. Especially, I like how he was very heavily used in last season, how he's not going to be heavily used in this season, it seems like. But when he does, his presence will be felt pretty strongly. I like how he was saying, look, I know that your lust for killing and probably wearing off. So here, take this. This is a pedophile who lives a few blocks down, and the world needs one less pedophile, and you need to have peace of mind for about a month. And I'm like, He's not wrong on both accounts. He's really not, which is fairly interesting to say. Um, but obviously, Thea's not a killer. She didn't do it. But what did end up happening is that she ran into an encounter with Damien Dark when they captured Diggle's brother. And what ended up happening is Damien Dark tried to use his magic on her, but it ended up A, backfiring and hurting him, and B, it actually ended up taking away her bloodlust for a while. So she's gonna try and use Damien Dark to get rid of her bloodlust permanently, which is gonna be fairly or very interesting, I should say. With that being said, I don't think there's really too much more to the episode. Ray Palmer is obviously not coming back to be part of. I'm not going to say part of the main storyline, but he's not going to be coming back to be the leader of Palmer Tech Industries, which is what they probably really need. And Ray's just been catching up in the last 6 months since he's been taken hostage. Obviously, Ray came in at the end, and he came in swinging, which shows that he's definitely learned some skills, which is very impressive. Something that I think Barry Allen should learn. But with that being said, that's really all there was to the episode. It was a pretty good episode. So thank you all for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode of Arrow. And subscribe to my channel for more content, alright? Peace.